Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Kakadash. Double honors and blessings to the elders and apostles of all of Israel. All right, the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, salutations, and blessings to you sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. And yeah, we got some motion.
Defense systems detected incoming drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles.
You know, you have mixed accounts with it saying that nope, they blocked it all. And then you have some accounts with saying, hey, they hit certain military targets. Either way, the fire is being kindled on the earth. All right, like the scriptures say. What happens if it's already kindled? Right? And basically that's what's happening, man. Everything's being stirred up. Right? This fire, this heat, this whole region is hot. Right? The wild men of Ishmael, remembering their nature. Right? They didn't have time to send people over here and, you know, generation 1, 2, 3, 4 of owning the damn well, probably generation 3 at this point. But however many generations that it came over here, pitched tent, I had their little 7-Eleven, and well, that's Elam really, but had their little gas station. I've been able to deal with the little hood rats who come in there for a couple extra pieces of chicken and, you know, all of this shit. But now it's time for, like the scriptures say, every man going to return to his own country. Those with the means, they're going to return to their own country. Those who don't, they're just going to be caught in the crossfire. All right, this is Jeremiah 49. Because the thing about warfare, this is how it starts. It starts off cold. You know, we saw that the financial build-up, right, Babylon had to get to its level. The other nations had to kind of simmer down and play ball and, you know, get bullied, picked on. You know, this is the part of the movie where the kid who got bullied, he been in a couple of competitions. He been lifting weights, so it's time to, you know what I'm saying, return the favor. All right, that's what's going on with the other nations, man. They're ready to seek vengeance. All right, they've been training with Mr. Miyagi, so to speak. This is Jeremiah 49, and man, where should I start, man? I'm gonna start up. Verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. And for somebody who's the subject of all these great future prophecies, nobody seems to know who Esau is. You know, here it is. You have all this symbolism, you know, tied in with them being the great red dragon, whose wound was healed, right? The Roman Empire who was revived. The whore that sitteth on many waters, which the waters represent people. The beast that she's riding on represents nations. All right, the whore represents that great city, like the scriptures say, which is that nation, which is the head of all the other nations in the end times. All right, the border of wickedness. All these different hints and clues. And, you know, Christianity completely, you know, blocks out prophecy. You know, and if you're that blind, then you're gonna be led into the ditch. This is Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare; I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled. and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. And such is the case. These Edomites have went worldwide. And like it says, he is not spoiled. Not yet. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that shall go altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Man, who's been living good for these past years? Sitting up high on the hog, got your nice 100 acres, your horses, you look at these Edomites, they got all kind of shit, go-karts and shooting ranges and vacations and mansions, and everything has been so great. We're the top of civilization, and they've been living it up. Meanwhile, everybody else is in a war-torn country. You got military soldiers kicking your door in, shots going off, bombs in the streets, kids getting blown, all kind of crazy shit. And now, here it is. You Edomites decided to inject yourself across way over on that side of the world. And here it is. Prophecy is unveiling and being seen. And now these other nations are starting to strike back. And it's about fucking time. Yeah, the scriptures compare them to the cedar, like I say, the cedars of Lebanon. It compares them to that, meaning somebody who's great. And now they're about to be chopped down. It says, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. It's time to drink of that cup. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, and a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. And we understand that, a lot of their places were destroyed from the ancient world. You go to Idumea, you go to, namely, we always talk about Petra, talk about the different capitals, but they've never been completely just decimated. The Lord always showed mercy. He always preserved the number of them. Always had a certain amount of them pushed off to the side, or like the case where they had to, you had Edomites who actually, like they say, were converted, so to speak. All right, but this time, man, it says a perpetual waste. When you look up perpetual, just wanted to get that. Come on, man. All right, perpetual Salama, long duration, antiquity, futurity, forever, ever, everlasting. Everlasting. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together, and come against her, and rise up to battle. And that's what's going down, man. See, for us, you learn this word, and, the next day, you're like, okay, we're going to get out of here, right? It's about to be World War III. And then you see something on the news the next week. 2 weeks. And then, as things go on, you start, you can get impatient. But what you have to remember is we're in the Lord's time. We had to watch these things played out. Over the course of years, I've watched these things play out, and this country did this to this country, and they didn't like this deal, and this country made this deal, and now these countries are linking up, and then now the United States currency is being devalued, so the other nations want to have their own. All these different things have to all play out and all synchronize, and that's what we're about to watch, man. A synchronization of all prophecy is about to happen in one moment, right? And in 1 hour, this place which took all these hundreds of years of slavery and brutality and blood, sweat, tears, and fraud and all these different things they used to build is about to be destroyed. And it's a beautiful thing. All right, it says what? For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. And small meaning insignificant. All right, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwell. And that's what you're seeing. See, I remember a time where that wasn't too long ago. The United States was clearing house. You had the Bush era. And they was just running through the Middle East, smacking niggas. Just psh. Anybody say anything, psh, we in your country. It's weapons of mass. Now there's a lot more independent media, which is another reason they want to cut off the internet and cut off some of these apps, because people can actually, which you have a lot of misinfo on that too, so you have to screen things, but people can actually report on things. People can actually give an account, a first-hand account, and then put it up. And I noticed that's what Esau, they've always wanted to block that. People giving accounts, individual accounts. If it's not with their agenda, like on YouTube, they'll shadow ban it, so you'll never find the video unless you go all the way down to the last fucking page and click on the video with like 0 views. That's where you find the Great Millstone videos at. You go to the last, you look up a subject on the Bible, which we done made, thousands of videos at this point. But you go to the last page, that's where we'll be at, on the last page. Which is cool. Because the elect is going to be taken to that last page, man. I remember on my journey. All right, that's fine, man. The Lord preserved us. Made this word precious. That's okay. All right, verse 16. Thy terribleness have deceived thee in the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right, it's Caucasian. Who's known for dwelling in the clefts of rocks? Out of all the nations, you got Ishmael, the desert people, the Elam, them and their, the weird Indian way, and putting their hand in their food and all this weird. They're not cave people like that. And you got so-called Hamites, all the different type of Hamites. They're not really cave people like that. And you get to you Edomites, you guys are the cave people. You deal in the cliffs of the rock that hold us the height of the hill. That's you got. Excuse me. You like to climb mountains, and now we want to go to the top of this mountain. We're going to go to the top of that mountain. We want to free what is it called? Free climb the mountain with no rope, no horn. What the hell? We want to climb up a mountain, but it's going to take 3 days and then get to the top. And though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Right, everybody's going to look upon them like, oh my God. Yeah, the Lord is about to work a work you know. May the Lord continue to bless us in this fire, man, because right now, we already know these Edomites are into heavy magic, all right? And for them to do magic, you know, Esau, Edom, they got to do we already know they do the heaviest magic. They do blood magic, they do sacrificial magic, magic with children, especially in the springtime, you know, because they worship the sun and you know the all that stuff, man, the planets. Hey, this is Numbers 24 and 20. Because it was always prophesied for this to happen anyway. In fact, verse 19, which some of these things happen, but shit, they're happening again. It says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up a parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. And Amalek never, throughout the scriptures, Amalek never perished forever. The Idumeans never perished forever. All right, the abomination that make it desolation was always around. All right, what was it in Revelations? He said what? One horn that is, and then you have one horn that's to come, and then another horn that's gonna come out of that horn. And when you look this up, Amalek was the first of the nations. Let's see, first meaning Ra'ash Yaf. Yep, just like Genesis. First, beginning. In place, time, order, or rank. See, they've been the guiding force behind all these other nations. See, these Amalekites who study the scriptures, you know, a lot of them have you know, used what they know out of the scriptures, and they've used that for evil. Right? They study the Torah, they study the scriptures. They are the chief of the wicked, the vessels fitted for destruction. It says Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. And he looketh upon the Kenites and took up his parable and said, well, that was the point. Shit, Amalek was the first. All right, when you look at global order, when you look at politics, when you look at everything, you know, you're gonna see Amalek. All right, I grew up going to school with certain Amalekites, and even just seeing how they move and the pride and how they talk to you, you know, but they're really not talking to you, they're talking at you. All right, and they're dictating to you what they want you to do. And I watched a lot of coons and a lot of heathens get in line because they know that these Amalekites, they run shit. They have a certain level of power and influence, and you know, they have a close knitted, you know, community. You know, they have certain. I was watching an interview with Nate. You know, he was talking about, you know, his days as a detective and how he saw corruption on the force. I forget what channel it was called, but even he was talking about it, how he went into certain of their communities and he was giving out tickets, and then they would call in and tell his police chief, hey, you know, this person is a community leader, you know, and then they would take those tickets off. I see a lot of people don't know about that shit, man. But if you're in the know, if you've ever been behind the scenes with Amalek and see how they move and how they God damn. And you see how they move and how they've snaked their way, through everything. That that they are the chief of the wicked. Right? They're the head. All right, so Lord willing, it's edifying. It's a beautiful day to see some return action, And this is just the beginning, man. The action is about to, because of course Amalek, they about to do what they do. All right, they're about to make their final rally call. But shit, these other nations, they've had chances to wax strong, and ultimately it's of the Lord. The Lord brings men up. The Lord turns men down. All right, and he told them, look, the latter end is going to be a destruction, so the Lord is going to make it so. He's going to force it. Just like he forced us to be taken down. Look at Jake, man. Look at so-called black, Native American, Latinos. Look at some of these big, 6 foot, 7 foot. For us to be taken down by these small-ass Edomites, frail-ass Edomites, man, it's embarrassing, man. And that's how you know that it was the Lord. All right, the Lord takes away your warrior spirit, man. He takes your strength away. Like he said, I will make it. Matter of fact, let's go to it. I'm gonna end it off on that verse. Deuteronomy 28. Yeah, people forget, man. It's the Lord who controls the battle. Controls your mind. Let me see. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28:25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. All right, so it was of the Lord that we went into that battle and got our asses kicked. But now it's time for things to turn around. May the Lord continue to bless his elect. And Tawadi Abashimawashai for the inspiration for this lesson. Shalom.